Hi, Josiah. Okay, here we go. This is your 6105. I am back from the Thanksgiving break and back in the saddle. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Look at the nice reflectiveness of the plating, especially on the angles. See that reflection there? It's nice. It's pretty. You've got a little bit of wear in the top high points of the winding weight. It's not terrible. I've seen worse. Let me look at this lower mainspring arm report. It's shifting. See, look at the reflection on top of this screw right here. Do you see that shift? That lower port is worn. That's real typical for one of these. That's real typical. And me doing this actually pumped up the, wow. When I do that, the problem with the lower mainspring arbor port wearing is when that wears, the whole barrel starts to, that whole ovals out, and the mainspring arbor, which is the axle the mainspring rotates on, instead of being nice up and down and straight, it starts to tilt at an angle. Tilts like this. And what happens then is that the teeth around here, around the barrel, which intersect with the center wheel inside the movement, instead of cleanly interfacing up and down, they start to twist sideways and they start to shear. So when I first started this, it was giving me amplitudes in the 190 range. When I was pushing down the barrel so that those teeth interfaced properly again, I got this huge jump in amplitude, because all of a sudden, instead of bleeding off power trying to run the teeth, at an angle, it was straight. So the amplitude jumped up quite a lot. Now it's dropping down again because the barrel is settling back into being angled again. But still, even with that, these are quite decent numbers. We're getting a clean output, steady output. It's got a lot of beat error, which means the balance is out of adjustment. That's not a big deal because that gets dealt with during servicing. I adjust these things out. What we care about here is the amplitude. This is how far the balance is swinging back and forth. And you can see the numbers are steadily dropping. The watch is original, it's unserviced. These are the numbers that I was seeing before. So you just got a demonstration of what happens between having a worn mainspring arbor port and having what the effect would be if it was repaired, which is that the watch runs all of a sudden a ton better because that barrel isn't tilted over anymore. Okay, let's talk cosmetics, and on this watch they're quite good. That's quite good. Nice watch to see coming back from Thanksgiving, looking at my watches. Always nice to see, and the case is very pretty. Beautiful case back. My hands, by the way, while I was on break, I was playing with some other stuff. I was working on some hobbies, and this is leather dye, and I can't get it out of the cracks of my fingers. Look at that, huh? What a beautiful watch. The pink is faded slightly, and you get a little bit of patina on this lume here, but gosh, the rest of it is just beautiful, and the chapter ring marks are awesome. Few marks on the insert, that's not really that big of a deal. You got a hit over here, but there's nothing I can do about that, and it doesn't really matter anyway. There's your Type 2 crystal. That's a really nice watch. You can see the frosted, would you focus? You can see the frosted surface on the markers and the clean lume, clean from side to side. This is a really nice watch. Hacking works, isn't that great? No, this is a great watch. This is a really, really nice, honest, original 6105. Pity about the hit there, but it doesn't go into the insert, so who cares? Gives it some character, right? Imperfections. The beauty of a thing lies in the imperfections. That's a great watch. So it needs a case rebuild, including a crown rebuild, because the case back seal is flat. It's supposed to be nice and tall, and it's not. It's flat. It's ancient. Case rebuild with new seals, crown rebuild, crystal and a movement surface and a lower mainspring arbor port. That one's pretty worn. We're probably going to have to install a jewel on that one. So anyway, it's something we'll have to be taken care of, but it's worth it. Great watch. Thank you for sending it in.